one very important information is that T is a non-immigrant visa. It's not a green card application. However, from T visa, you can go for green card application. I'll talk about that at the end of this presentation. Initially, I'll talk about like other important information about T visa. So T is a non-immigrant visa for victims of human trafficking. T category visa is a non-immigrant visa that is issued to the victims and immediate family members of the victims of human trafficking. And many of you already know that America suffers human trafficking a lot. A lot of people being trafficked to America every year. And one of those two major categories are sex trafficking and labor trafficking. And both of these trafficking victims are subject to T visa. There's two different kind of requirement to fulfill before they can apply for T visa. But if any of the people are victims of either sex trafficking or labor trafficking, they can apply for T visa, and it's a great remedy for their bad situation. So the T status allows its holders to remain in the US for a period of up to 4 years. And after these 4 years, you can definitely apply for change of status, extension of your status, and also go for green card application. But in general, the initial period under T visa is 4 years. And these 4 years is a non-immigrant status, even though you will be qualified for work authorization, travel permit to your home country or other countries. You will be eligible for many other government and non-government benefits, but initially it's only for 4 years. So the question is, who are eligible for T non-immigrant status? So there are 4 or 5 kind of criteria you must fulfill before you apply. But one of those two is you are a victim of a severe form of trafficking in persons as defined here. These are the direct quotation from federal law. So I know federal laws are often like a very absurd or like a very boring kind of like a things, but let me make it very easy for you. So if you are a victim of sex trafficking and you have been transported to America to perform sex work, then you qualify for T non-immigrant visa. This is kind of like the most common form of application for T visa. However, there's also like a labor trafficking, and let me read the labor trafficking part. When someone recruits, harbors, transports, provides, or obtains a person for labor or service through the use of force, fraud, or coercion for the purpose of involuntary servitude, uh, peonage, debt hostage, or slavery. All these will qualify to apply for T visa. I'm just giving you an example. Every year, thousands of people they cross American southern border. They come to America, and many of them qualify for T visa. They don't know. Most of them they apply for asylum. However, asylum is a great remedy. I have no question about that. However, many of you also qualify for T visa if you want to apply for that. That's why I decided to talk about this visa today. So those who are crossing southern border coming to America, if you think you have a good case for asylum, of course do it. If you think that you do not have a good case, T visa could be a good option for you. Those are the number one requirement, that you are a victim of a human trafficking. Then you are physically present in the United States. You must be physically present. You cannot apply for T visa while you're staying in a foreign country. The next one is have complied with any reasonable request from a law enforcement agency for assistance in the investigation or prosecution of human trafficking unless you are under the age of 18. So once you are in America as a victim of human trafficking, you definitely report to the police. Once the police starts investigating the process, or once the lawyers start prosecution, you cooperate with them. That will make you qualified to apply for T visa, and you must keep all the records, all the evidence of this cooperation. This is the key elements for T visa approval. So please, if you call 911, please keep a record of that. If you give a testimony to law enforcement agency, please keep a record of that. Any kind of hospitalization, any kind of physical treatment from doctors and anybody, any kind of cooperation with law enforcement, please keep record of those things. Also demonstrate that you would suffer extreme hardship involving unusual and severe harm if you were removed from the United States. So again, you are in America with a human trafficking, you reported to the police, you're cooperating. Also, you have to demonstrate that you would suffer extreme hardship involving unusual and severe harm if you were removed from the United States. And last one, are admissible to United States. So there are some grounds of inadmissibility. I'm not going that detail into today's discussion, but if you are inadmissible, then there is a way to apply for waiver. In general, most of the people who come to America under T visa, they are admissible. So if you're admissible, that is also another requirement. Now you know that you qualified for T visa. Now, how do you apply for T visa? So the form for T visa application is called I-914. You have to fill up that form. You have to submit it to USCIS to the appropriate address. You must check the address. Also, you have to include a personal statement describing the trafficking you are or were subject to. So this is very important. A lot of people, they do not want to disclose the name or the location for all this detail of human trafficking. You must disclose those things. Those are very important information. And this personal statement, I would say, the number one, the most important document for this T visa application. You have to include a personal statement. And if you need a sample or like a guideline how to write that personal statement, we can help you from our firm. The next one is evidence to establish that you compiled with any reasonable request for assistance from law enforcement, or that you qualify for an exception or exemption. You may submit the form I-914 Supplement B. So this Supplement B is also another very important element. Supplement B form, you will not fill up the Supplement B form. The law enforcement agency, that the person, the police, the lawyer who is investigating or who is prosecuting this case, he or she must complete this Supplement B form. You must get it from him or her, get it completed, signed, and you must add this Supplement B with your I-914 form. Otherwise, most likely your case will not be approved. So please remember, this personal statement is very important. Also, this Supplement B form is very important to get T visa approved. Also, evidence to show that you meet all other eligibility requirements. So, all the eligibility I described earlier, you must show that you qualify for all those things, you are eligible for all those things. Also, evidence to demonstrate that you are admissible. So again, if you are inadmissible, there is a way to apply for waiver, but in general, you will be admissible. In most cases, people are admissible. Fees. Well, before we discuss about fees, I just want to tell you one thing. So this presentation, this discussion is a very information purpose only. It's not a legal advice. It's not like a very specific information. I just want to give you a basic idea about this T visa. So if you have more questions, you can definitely reach out to us, or you can do more research and other thing. But this is just for information purpose. So please don't think that, oh, I'm not giving a lot of information. It's very hard to give a lot of information because everything is subjective. Every information depends on like a person. So it depends on your background. So I'll talk about fee now. So there is no fee for to file the form I-914. So it's totally free. Therefore, you do not need to apply for fee waiver or anything. However, with the form I-914, you are also eligible to submit other forms like I-765 for work authorization, I-131 for travel documents. In some situations, those are also free. In some situations, those are not free. If those are not free, then you have to pay the filing fee. If those are free, then you don't have to. So it kind of depends on the situation. However, the basic form I-914 is free. There is no filing fee. Well, this is the last slide we will discuss today. So a lot of people, they ask me, well, T visa is a non-immigrant visa. How may I get green card? So the good news is, once you have an approved T visa, you can definitely apply for green card. So let me read the slide. T non-immigrant status is generally granted for 4 years, that I told earlier. In certain situations, you may be able to extend your T non-immigrant status by filing the form I-539 application to extend change non-immigrant status. So initially, you were here in America for 4 years, then you can extend it through the form I-539. Additionally, T non-immigrants may be eligible for a green card after 3 years of continuous physical presence in the US. So, you are here for 4 years initially, and even within these 3 years, once your T visa is approved, you are eligible to apply for a green card, and then you will get green card. And remember, this green card is not only for you, but also for your family members, your spouse, and any children under the age of 21. So if you are a victim of human trafficking, this is a great opportunity. I understand, being victim of human trafficking is not a good thing. It's a severe damage to your physical and mental health. However, just to give some remedy, US government allowed this visa, and I think this is a good opportunity for anybody who is a victim of human trafficking to get T visa approved and then apply for green card and stay in America.